Today guys, I'm going to be showing you all how to crochet a Rasta dress. So I'm going to begin directly here. I'm using the hook of 3 meters. So I'm going to begin with a chain with my black yarn. I'm going to make a chain of 45 centimeters. So this dress that I'm going to be crocheting today is going to be like an inner way, like an inner way. So I begin with a chain. So here is my chain guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to crochet back on top of the chain with V stitches. So I'll begin from here. I crocheted my first V stitch. So this one chain here, then plus this double stitch will form one V stitch. I skip one hole, and to the next hole I crocheted my second V stitch. My second V stitch. So I skip this one to the next hole. I make another V stitch. So I skip this hole, and to the next I make another. I crochet another V stitch guys. So this I'm going to continue like this. So I'm going to crochet the first, my first and the second row, they are going to be with a black yarn. So when I'm moving to the third row, I'm going to change, because each color is going to be 4 rows of each color. So right now I'm on my second row of my V stitch. So right now when I finish with this second row guys, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move next with the red yarn. Remember, I'm working on a Rasta dress, so I'll need all my colors. So on my first 4 rows that I'm crocheting, they are all going to be equal from the lower section to the upper section. It's when I'm moving next now, when I finish with my first 4 rows, then when I'm moving to the 5th row, I'm going to start doing some increases and be going up. So these are my first 2 rows. You can see they're having equal sides. So I'm going to change my yarn now, and I move to the red yarn. So this is my red yarn. I'm moving on the 3rd row. I'm changing my yarn, make 3 chain, then I start going with my V stitches down. You can see. So my first 2 rows with the red yarn, they are still going to be equal, just like the black, on the same lines like that. So my first 2 rows are going to be all the sides the same. So guys, so here I'm on my second row of the red. So remember, all my first 4 rows that I've worked on, the black and the red, they are all equal from the lower section to the upper section. All of them, they are having equal sides. So now, as from this feed row that I'm going to be working with the red, I have to start doing increases. So this is the most important part of the dress when you are working on. Apart of that, the first 4, they are just normal. That's why I did not take any time to show it. You see here they are normal, and on this section they are all normal. So from here I have to start doing increases and be going up. So to do my increase, I'm going to make this the first chain, the second, then I'm going to make 3 chain, then I'm going to come back to the first hook, and this will make 1 V stitch. The V stitch is up there. Then I start going down in the with the normal V stitches in their various holes. So you can see this has make an increase up. If you look at it, it's no more the same line with this has gone up. So I continue going in the normal way. So I'm almost coming back to the section where I'm doing my increase, guys, and this is my 4th row. So remember, I say each color I'm going to be working on 4 rows. With the first black that I make 2 rows, the other is because on the other section is also going to have 2 rows. So when I join the 2 sides together, they are going to create 4 rows on the side. So here is the section where I'm doing my increase. When I arrive here, I put my V stitch, then here I'm going to crochet. I do 2 chain. This one I'll remove it out and I cut my yarn like that. So I come now with the yellow yarn. So these 2 chain that I made here is going to create a space just like this one here. See, so when I bring my yellow yarn, I'm going to begin from here. Just hide my yarn inside. So I begin from there. I put 2. That's my V stitch. So you see this is one space here, then I come next directly to this other hole down. So this how my increase, they are going to be going up like that. This section is where the armpit will be. So when I do that there, I just continue going with my work in the normal way. So that this is the section you have to take good note of. Apart of that, when you are finished putting there, you just have to go down straight on this other section till you arrive here. Then you go back again straight when you reach here before you change with your addition. So see you all when I arrive here. So this is my second row with the yellow yarn, guys. And right now I'm heading to the position where I have to do an increase. So I'm going to be, so guys, I'm here. So this is my second row. So here I'm going to make 2 chain, then I make this other 3 chain, and I'm going to come back. When I'm coming back, I'm will crochet on top of this section, and this will give the space. So let me show you exactly what I'm trying to do. My main aim is to produce something like this. So as I keep on going until I reach the black yarn, I just have to continue going up the way I've shown you all. That's how I'll just be going up. So if you are doing up, you just continue going up like that, and each row is 4 4 4 4. A part of this section, that is 2. So when I reach on the black, on the last row of the black, I have to do the increase. So I'm going to show you again when I'm doing this increase. Just have to keep on going till I reach the black. So here is my 4th row, guys, of the yellow. So when I finish with this 4th row, now I'm going to move to the final color of the Rasta, which is green. Then after that, I'll just start doing the repetition again. So you know the Rasta colors are black, red, yellow, and green. So I'm here on this position of the increase. So I put my 2 V-stitch here, then I do increase. I do this 1 2, then this one I'm just going to slim it out because I'm going to cut the yarn. Get the yarn and I slim it out. So I'm going to come now with the green. So when I come with the green, see where I've put this 1 2, I'm going to put my stitch here. I'm going to put my 2 V-stitch here. To have my increase. So that's my chain. Then I'm going to come back in the same hole there, and that will form me 1 V-stitch. Then I'll start going down to the other holes normally. Sorry, the yarn that is training there is disturbing a bit. And all these yarns that you are seeing that they are training like this, when I finish, I'm going to use a needle and I'll sew them inside the time I'm doing my finishing. And you see none. When I finish with the dress, you see there will be no yarn training outside. So that's why when you're working, your most important tools that you need to use are your crochet hook, needle, scissors, then your yarn, very important. So I keep on going, guys. So here on this green, I also have to crochet 4 rows of green, still going like that, still doing the increases. See, I say I'm going to stop my increases when I arrive the black yarn on my last row of the black. So right now, guys, I'm on my last row. I'm on the last row of the green. So after this row, I'm going to move next to the black. Then I'll just start repeating these colors that I already have here. So all my Rasta colors that I'm going to be using for the entire dress are inside already. You can see the black, you can see the red, you can see yellow, and then the green. So I put my 2 V stitch here on this hole up, then I do 1 increase. So I'm going to increase. When I do increase, I do 3 chain, but when I'm going to come to work, I'll put it on the second hole down. So where's my, that's my scissors I cut. So I'm going to come back now with the black yarn. So with this black yarn, when I'll reach the 4th row, that's where I'm going to do the big increase, the big increase of the hand. So for the first 3 rows, they are just going to be with the normal increases that I've been doing from the 4th row to the from the 4th row right here. So you see, this is where I started doing my increase. You can see as it's going up like that. So here on the black, on this row, I'm going to make 4 rows. So on my first 3 rows, I'm going to increase the normal increases like this. You see, like here, the next one will be just short, the 3rd one. So the 4th one will be a very long one to complete the arms. So you can see that's the work advancing, guys. So see you all on the other end. So guys, here is my 4th row with the black, and this where I'm going to do the big increase. So I'm going to do a chain. I'll be crocheting a chain on this position up here. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the increase of the chain then before I finish with the row. So I'm going to make the increase of 25 centimeters with the chain. So I'm making it on top of this section here where this part is. So I'll make a long chain. So there's my chain. Let me see how many centimeters I'm having. Yeah, I'm having 26. It's 26 centimeters, but it's okay because the first thing that I have to do is I'm going to turn my work here back here to make a V stitch. So this other part 1 centimeter is going to turn this way for me to be having 25 centimeters left. So from here I'm just going to be crocheting the V stitches. So I actually make a small mistake, guys, because I let my work here, so as I'm supposed to crochet the V stitches but from here to the chain right up there. So actually I needed just exactly 25 centimeters of the extension. So that section that I've done the increase, the extension there, it's going to complete the arm section. So when I reach where the chain is, I just have to continue with my V stitches on top of the chain. So this is the last row of the black. So when I finish with this row, I'm going to change my yarn and I'll come back with the red yarn. So with the red yarn, with the 4 rows of the red, I'm going to crochet them all away here for the hand to be just the hand of the inner way is supposed to be just a little bit big, not too big. So the 4 rows, they are going to complete the hand. With the 4 rows I'll be crocheting right up, then after that I'll do reduction on the section of the neck. So this is my last stitch that I'm going to put here. Then I'm going to cut my yarn, cut the yarn. So now I come back to the red yarn. So with the red yarn, I'm going to be working with all the 4 rows right up to this section. Let me slide this one inside with my chain. So I start from here and I'm going down back. So all my 4 rows are going to be exactly like this, in the straight row, like this here. Then when I finish with the 4 rows of the red, that's where I'll show you how I'm going to be doing my reduction, guys. So guys, right now I'm almost here with my 4th row of the red. So when I finish with this 4th row, I'm going to be working on the portion of the reduction of the frontal section. So I'm going to cut the yarn. Then where I'll be doing my reduction in front, I have to begin but with the yellow yarn. So this part, this one side of the hand of the dress. So here I'm going to do some reduction. I'm going to do some reduction of 21 centimeters. 21 centimeters. So I will begin from here, from this position, to be crocheting. So this section will be the arm of the dress. Now begin with the, I'll come back now to the yellow yarn. And I come back in this in the same hole to form my V stitch. Then from there I start going down. So I'll just be going down with my normal V stitch. So when I'll come back to this position, I'm going to be doing a bird reduction and going down. From here I was doing bird increases and going up. So in the portion of the neck where the neck will be, I have to do the reduction and downward. So when I'll be crocheting back, I'll show you exactly what I mean. So see you back on this position, guys. So this is my second row with my yellow yarn, and I'm almost to the position where I have to show you how I'm doing my reduction on the position of the neck, guys. So I crochet this V stitch, then this V stitch. So then I stop from here. Instead of me coming up to this other position, I stop from here. So this will make already one reduction down. So I make my chain. And I turn my work this way. I turn my work. When I turn my work, instead of putting two two here as usual to form a V. I come next to the next hole down, and I create my V stitch, but to this other hole down, so it's going to go down this way. Sorry for the noises, guys. Some kids making noise outside. So from here I just start going. From here I'll just be crocheting downward to this other section with my normal V stitch till I arrive here. When I arrive here, I go up back with my last row with the yellow. Then from there I'm going to change the yarn to green. So see you all when I'm coming back to this other position, so that I'll show you what next I'll be doing, guys. So I'm here, guys, with my fourth row. So after I finish with this row, I have to move next to the green yarn. So I do my reduction here. So here, this way I'm going to end. So I put my 2 stitch here, then I cut my yarn. Cut my yarn. So I turn my work this way and I come back with the green yarn. So with the green yarn I'm going to make a chain. So that's my chain. So instead of me putting 2 here, I move to the next hole down and I put my V stitch down. So you see, that's how when I'll be doing my finishing, my neck now is going to go round. So I'll crochet like this and up. When I'll be doing the finishing, you are going to see how it's going to look like. So from here now I just start going down with my normal V stitch. And this, when I'll come back here, I'll end my reduction here. This will be my last rule of reduction. When I reach, I just put my V stitch here, then I put nothing here. So see you all on the other end, guys. Some closer, guys. So here comes the last section that I'm going to stop doing my reduction. So my next stitch that I'm going to be crocheting, I'm going to make a V stitch from the first beginning. So I turn my work like this. So on this first hole here, I'm going to make a V stitch. So this is my first beginning. So from now, in this middle part, with the last 2 rows of the last, when I go down like that and I come back with the last green, I cut my yarn, and the black, I crochet the black. I don't, on the row of the black, I'm not going to do any reduction until I come back after the black, I'll come back to the green. So well, let me continue. When I arrive there, then I'll explain better so that I can understand better what I mean. So right now when I crochet, I go down to this section and I come back. I'm going to change the yarn and I'm going to move next to the black yarn. So guys, see you all on the other end. So also guys, on this portion in front, there's a part that I need to create a section that I'm going to draw a leaf on it. So to draw the leaf, I need to draw it on top of the dark yarn, on top of the black yarn, because with the black yarn I'm going to use green and it will be very, very visible. So what I do is I have to put this part and the other one like this together to make sure that I figure out the middle part of the dress. So that's the middle part. So from this middle part, I need 10 centimeters of the portion. So I'm going to put it like this. So this my 10 centimeters up here, my 10 centimeters. I need another stitch marker to put there. So this 10 centimeters here. So I'll use these pens to mark it. Then on this other section, I'll use these other pens to mark it here. So when I crochet and I arrive here, I'm going to start using the black yarn from here to here. I'm going to make 2 rows of the black yarn, but the black yarn will just be from here to here. So when I arrive here with the green, I'm going to change the yarn and I'll use the green yarn. I'm going to change the green yarn and I'll use the black yarn. Sorry guys. So from here, and when I'm going to change it there, I'm going to work on double stitches. I'll not work on V stitches on the portion, so that the moment that I'm going to be doing my drawing, I will not have holes, which they will make it to look somehow not beautiful. So here I go, I make my last V stitch, my last V stitch, then this is the black yarn. So I'm going to pass the black yarn in and I remove this stitch, this from there. So I'm going to begin from here with double stitches. Sorry. So I'm going to be going down with my double stitches. See, I reached the other section where the pants is, guys. So right now I'll remove the stitch marker. When I arrive there, I'm going to change back to green. So it's just this portion of this portion that I want to draw my leaves, that I'm going to use the double stitches. Apart of that, the entire dress is going to be just with the V stitches a part of this particular section, guys. And instead of the 4 rows of the green on this section, I've used but 2 rows of green. So you see, because it was here, it was supposed to be green, but I've reduced it because I want to use that section to draw my leaf on top. So I arrive here. So I leave the black yarn now and I move to the green back. So from there, I'm going to leave this black. When I'll be crocheting back there, I'm going to continue with the double stitches. So from here, I continue with my normal V stitches, guys. So see you all on the other end when I arrive here. So guys, I'm going to come back to the position of my black yarn. So here I go. So I'm going to close there with the, then I'm going to work now with so I'm going to crochet with the black stitch, double stitch. I arrive this other end, guys. Then I'll go back to the green yarn. So I come back with the green yarn, then I make a chain. So this I'm going to cut, because the next row that I'll be coming down directly with the black yarn. So this one I'll leave it here like this. When I finish my work, I'm going to sew it in a way that it will not get spoiled, it cannot get loose. So I'm going to leave it training out like that. So from here I'm going to continue with my V stitches. Continue with my V stitches. See, I arrive up that way, guys. So I'm here, guys. So right now I have 4 rows of the green a part of this section. So I'm going to cut my yarn here now, then I'm going to come back with the black yarn. So with the black yarn, I'm not doing any reduction. With the black yarn, I have to work directly the way I've worked here. So I turn my work this way. I turn my work here. Then I attach my black yarn here. And I make a chain. So that's my chain, and I come back to the same hole and I begin with my V stitches. So I'm going to crochet down with the V stitches till I arrive here, which I'll crochet but double stitches there. So see you all there, guys. So I'm here on the position of the double crochet. So I'm just going to continue now. Since I'm working with the black, I just continue with the double crochets on the position. I continue with double crochet on this position till I arrive here. When I arrive here, from here I continue with the V stitches with using the black yarn, guys. So the 4 rows of the black, all of the 4 rows, I have to work on this particular portion just with the double crochet. So I'm on my last stitch of my double crochet. So here I have to move next now with my normal V stitches, and I go down the other way. So all my 4 rows, guys, all the 4 rows that I'm going to work with the V stitches here, I have to do the same thing when I arrive here till I reach the green. When I reach the green on the other section, the first 2 rows, I have to do the same thing that I've just done here. The first 2 rows, you can see this was supposed to be green here and here, but I use black here so that I can have a position that I can do my drawing when I want to do it. So guys, right now I'm having my 4 rows of my black crochet. So right now I'm going to move back to green. I'm going to come back to the green yarn. So my first 2 rows of the green, when I arrive here, I have to work on black just the same way I have done here. The first row, when I arrive here, this middle part, I have to work on black, guys. So I begin from here with my green. So I make my chain and I make my first double stitch to form a V. Then I move next. So I keep on going just like that till I arrive here. When I arrive here, I work on double crochet the first 2 rows. So see you all on the other side, guys. So guys, you all can see right now I'm done with the black section. So I've done 2 rows here. This is my first 2 rows of the green. I added the black here just the same way that I did on the other way. So now I've come back to the right now with this green, the third green, I'm just going to crochet on top of this down just the same way that it's on the other way. So I have 2 green left, then I'll move next to the next color. So I continue going with my V stitches. So here is the position where the black is. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be skipping, and I put 2, I skip 2, then I put the V to the third. Skip 2, V to the third. And I skip 2, V to the third row, guys. So like I said, that position that I've worked on just with the black yarn is where I'm going to draw my 2 leaves. If I was not going to make anything like any drawing on top of it, I would have just worked normally on the whole dress. I would have not added any extra modification on it. Yeah, put my V here. So here I go. You see how it's the same the way it is on the other way, the same the way it is on the other way. So from now I just have to continue with the V stitches now. Then on this other line that I'll be coming up, I'll start doing increase. When I'll come up this way, I'll start doing increases and going up this way. The way I've done this way, I'll do it from here, but I'll instead go up, but up. Here I was coming down, here I'll go up, and this position, it will form the position where the neck will be positioned. So see you all on the other end, guys. So I'm back on this other position where I have to start doing some increases and going up. So I put 2 here. As I put 2, I also need a space here to add another 2, to add another 1, just like it is here, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an extension because there's nothing here. So I'm going to take another yarn from here, and I will do a small extension where I'm going to put the one up with this yarn. I'll put it here, so I'll make 3 and that, then I'll cut. So here I'm going to put 1 here, then that's it. It's going to form the same way like this other section. You see here it's having this extension, so this one will make it to form that extension there. So right now with this green, I'm going to do another extension of 3. So when I'll begin to work now with another yarn, I'll start but from the extension, and on this place that I'm having this one, I'll put but 2 a V stitch there, so I cut here as well. So I want to have exactly what I'm having here, like you guys, you can see I want to have exactly like this position. So right now I'm going to move to the yellow. I bring my yellow and I'll turn my work this way. So now I'll begin, but from here begin working, but from here. So I'll make a chain. Whenever I'm making my chain, I just usually like to cover this yarn that is trailing at one there. So when I make this chain, the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to come down on this position where there's this one, and I'll make a V stitch on top of the one. Then from there I just continue going down with my V stitches. Continue crocheting with my V stitches and going down to the other position. See, when I arrive back here, and I'll do the next increase, so that you see it will be giving the same thing like I'm having here. So see you all on the other end, guys. So guys, I'm all the way here with my second row now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make another chain. I'm going to create another chain here with the yellow that I'll put my stitch, my next V stitch on. So I need to do an extension. So I'll do an extension here. No, when you are crocheting and you are going down, it's much easy because you don't need to be doing all this extension. But when you are doing your increases and going up, sometimes you always have these extra extensions that you have to be doing, guys. So that, then you cut. And here do my V stitch. Do my V stitch. So I do this normal extension here. You can see here, this is it. Then this second one, it's here. Then now I have to turn my work. And I move next. So you see, that's what I'm having. So from here I'll just be going down with my normal V stitches. So guys, the highest place where you need to know how to do is this neck, how to form it. So that's where the highest problem is. Apart of that, when you have already worked there, this inner section, they are just normal. Just have to crochet normal down with your normal V stitches. You just have to try as much as possible not to be doing any increase where you are not supposed to do. So you always need to put exactly on top of the holes and you follow, because sometimes you can forget and you put here and you put here. You see that by the end of the day, yeah, what you are crocheting will be shapeless. So I keep on going right now in my V stitch. So see you all on the other end, guys. So I'm right here, guys. So from this row now, I'm going to make the final arm. So I put my last stitch here. Like that. So I cut my yarn now. All this yarn training, guys, don't bother about it, because after you use your needle and you just put them inside, and that will be the better solution. So you can see this is the neck for now that is given here. So now I'm going to work on this. You see this position, I'm going to create it there. So I'm going to go with a chain. I'm going to work a chain on a chain for it to be exactly as this position is. So this is it here. I'll do the extension, then I will attach. So I'll make a chain. I will crochet a chain for it to be exactly like this arm. So here is my chain, guys. So what I'm going to use the chain to do, I'm going to use it here. I'm going to use here. I'm going to attach it here like this. So from this section, I'll just be going down with the V stitches. So when I'll come back on the chain and I'll go up the way I've done here. I'll start crocheting on top of the chain and I'll be going up. So see you all on the other end, guys. So guys, here is my second row with the red. So I have to crochet 4 rows with the red, and all the 4 rows they are going to, I'll be crocheting them right up to this stage of the hand. So So all the 4 rows, they are going to be equal, just like this one. I have to do the 4 rows exactly like this other section. Then the last one will be a black, and from the black row I'll start to be reducing and going down like that. That will be the section of the arm on the other way. So as you can see, so this position here, this where the neck is, where the neck is going to be, and this other section up are the arms. So see you all on the other end. So take note, all the 4 rows, they are just going to be exactly like this, plus 1 row. So when I start doing the reduction from the other way, that's when I'm going to show you again. So right now guys, I'm on my 4th row with the red. So when I finish with this row now, the next row I'm going to move with is the black, and the black I'll begin with it from this upper section, and I'll be crocheting and going down. So here I go, and I cut my yarn here, cut it a little bit longer because I'll use this to close the arm the other way. So right now I have to begin with my black here. When I crochet, I go down just like this. I go right down there like this. I have to crochet the 1 row first. So when I'm coming back with the 2nd row, when I crochet the 1st row and I'm coming back with the 2nd row, I start doing reduction just the way I did here. And doing the reduction of going down, it's much easier than increasing, because here I was doing birthday increases, but this way you have to be reducing. So I begin with the black yarn from here. Let me leave it a little bit long so that I can close the other side with it, like that. Yeah. So I start going with my normal V stitches. So guys, so when I arrive the position down and I'm coming up, I have to put the 2 part like this. For example, I put these 2 hands like this, then I'll use my stitch marker when I'm coming up. When I arrive here, I have to start doing the reduction. So I have to mark here. As I crochet, I go down with the 1st row. As I'm coming up, I just have to stop from here, then I'm going down with another. So that's how I'm going to do all my reduction, and I'll have a position just like this, and this where the armpit, the position of the armpit. So see you guys when I'm back to the stitch marker. So I'm on my 2nd row right now guys, and I'm almost approaching the position where I put the stitch marker, where I have to be doing the reduction under the armpit. So that's where my stitch marker is. So you see, here, I go, then I have to turn my work now. I make this chain, then I come next to the next hole, and I'll be going back down. I'll be crocheting back down. So this is how my reduction are going to be. When I arrive here, my next, I'll arrive here, then I'll go back, so it will be going down. Instead, when I was coming up, I was doing but increases and coming up, but now I have to be doing them and going backward down. So I have to follow all those stitches like that. See, I arrive here, because when I begin the first 4 here, all of them are on the same line. I started doing my increase here on the 5th row, so you have to take note. That's how from now till I arrive the red line, the second row of the red line, I just have to be going down like that. See, I arrive that position there, guys. So see you all on that end. So guys, right now I'm working on my last row of my Rasta top. So when I finish with this row, I'll show you how it's looking like. Then actually I'll be putting the two sides together. So just know this, how I show you the formula, I show you how to make the frontal section of this part. That's how you also have to work on the portion behind. And the difference between the portion behind is you don't need to do the reduction right down. You have to make it just a little bit, because you remember the back part of a dress is always somehow up and the frontal section is a little bit downward. So the back part you can reduce like 2 centimeters downward. So let me cut my yarn, then I show you. So this is the frontal section. You can see this is the neck, where the neck is going to be. So these are the section of the arms, so this is the back section that I made. So you can see I make it a little bit down, a little bit lower like this, because it's inner way. It's going to be like a inner way. That's why. If not, you can just do just a little bit of reduction, 2 centimeters this way to this other section. So that's it. So right now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting the 2 sections together. So let me put it like this. This is the back part. I put it down, then the frontal section like this. So now right now, this when I need my needle, so this my needle, I'm going to use my needle to sew the hands. So I'll put the hands together. I'll put the hands together and sew them from this end to this end. So you always have to have your needle when you are doing your crocheting or your needle work, because when you finish your work you need to put the parts together, and with the needle it's easier, even though that you can still use your crochet tool close, but I think the needle is more easier for those that they are still learning. So I'm going to put my 2 arms together. Then after, I move next to the sides, like that. So guys, I finished sewing my 2 hands together with the needle like this. Then I cut the yarn. So these are the 2 hands. These are the 2 arms. I've put them together. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to work on the sides. So you see, these are the sides. So I'm going to put the 2 sides as well together. So these are the 2 sides. So I put them like this together. So I'm going to sew it from here to the other section down with my needle. So sew this section down all the way down to that section. Then I'll turn the other side and I'll do the same as well, guys. So see you all on the other end. So guys, I've put the sides together. Like you can see, this side, this was one of the side. I've put it together. If you check inside, that's how it look. And this the other side I've put together. So what I've also done is there were some yarns that they were training on the neck, just like this one. What I do with the yarn, I take my needles like this and I put the yarn inside the needle, then I sew it inside. I sew all the yarns inside like this. When I put it inside, I pull it, then I use a scissors to cut. So that's what I've done with all the yarns that I was having here on the neck. So this one on the hands, when I reach on the finishing on the hand, I'm still going to do the same thing. So right now I'm going to turn my work, then I'll be doing the finishing of the neck. So all my finishing that I'm going to be doing of the neck, the hands and the lower section, guys, I'm going to use the black yarn to finish my work. So let me put it like this. I've turned the work, as you can see. So this is a good side of the dress. So I'll start with the neck. So I'll start from here. From here I'll put my needle, then I'll take my black yarn and I'll crochet all around with single stitches. So all my work all around, I'm going to work with single stitches. The lower section on the armpit, So all the sides I'm going to finish just with single stitches and all with my black yarn, guys. So I keep on going. So guys, sorry, I have a little bit of cough. I'm here, so I have to close my work now. Then I continue. So you can see here is my first row. I've worked all around to this other end. So like I told you, all the spaces where I was doing the reduction, when I arrived there, I do 2 chain, then I go next 2 chain next. I came on this side is the same, on the back section is the same. These places you are seeing this little hole, that's what I also did there. So now in my next row I just have to continue with my single crochets. So I'll finish the entire dress now with the arms like this, single crochet, single crochets. Then when I finish, I'm going to show you how the complete dress will look like. So the most important thing is this frontal section. You just have to take note as I work on this section, then you do the same on the other sections, guys. So I'll work on 6 rows of single crochets, 6 rows on the neck, 6 rows on the hands, on this other section on the hands and the armpit, and 6 rows on this downer section, and then my work will be done. So see you all on the other end, guys. When I finish, then I'm going to show you exactly how it look like. So just follow on this section of the hands. There's no increaser, you just have to work on single crochets from here to there. Just try to hide your yarns. If you're having yarns, you just do it the way I show you. You come on this section, you do the same thing, then you do your single crochets. Then you come on the lower section, you do your single crochets all around. So see you all on the other end when I'm done, guys. So guys, so far this how I've gone with my finishing. So this section I'm working on now is the lower section. I've already finished with the neck, the hands. So when I finish with this, here I'm going to show you the neck and the hands, how it look like. So I make my last stitch, then I'm going to cut. I cut, and I'll sew my yarn inside. I put my yarn inside from this section like this. So you can see, so this is the lower section of the dress, and this is the section of the neck. This is so guys, so far that's the dress. That's how it's look in front. So I'm going to turn the other section back, the back section, and I'll show you too. So here is the back section of the dress. So guys, on my Rasta dress, this was the position that I created there. So on this position, you can see I've done some marking here. Here I'm going to be drawing a leaf. I'm going to draw the leaf as I've put this white yarn like this. So what I need is my yarn. This is my yarn and my needle. So all this position you are seeing here, I'm going to mark a leaf. So I'm going to begin with the one from the middle part like this. Sorry. So this is the best way when you want to draw something on your dress, guys. And I think this way is the best, because when you do directly with the needle like this, even no matter how many times you wash, it cannot leave the dress. It will always remain like this. But on the other hand, you can still crochet the leaf and you attach on it. It's still going to be beautiful. But I always think the best way to do something is always to make it in the way that is going to last, not in the way that you make it after you wash one, two times, then it's popping. So I'm going to do the marking. I'm going to mark all around, as you see this, like this. So you just have to put your needle in, then you pass your yarn like this for it to be giving these forms. Yeah, pass the needle down this way like this, and after I continue here, So guys, see you all on the other end. So guys, this is the first that I've marked back to this position. So the next thing is I'm going to mark up on this other position here as well. So this other way, if you see where it's going to be half and this one too half on the other way. So the only complete leaf is the one that was in the middle. The ones on the sides, I draw them half half. So see you all on this other position, guys. So guys, you can see, so this is it. This is a leaf that I've already marked, but there's one more thing left. I have to close all this middle for it to be green. I'm going to close it for it to be exactly like this. So I need the part to be totally closed like this. So what I'll do, I'll just continue with the needle and I'll be working on the entire middle, like this. See? So when I reach here, I'll be passing my yarn inside like that. Then I come back. Then after, I will make a line for it to look exactly like a leaf. So see you all on the other end, guys. This is the final result of my Rasta dress. So let me take it this way, and you see in the middle I draw a leaf. So this how it's look behind. So if you have watched up to this stage, guys, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you all for watching.